Hi everyone. So, oh my gosh, I have so much to update you on. So, my last video, I was trying to decide we were trying to decide between IUI and implantation. Um, and I was taking a month off. So, I took the month of November off. But of course, as so many of you have reported, my cycle ended up lasting like 36 days. So for like a split second, I was like, oh my God, did natural work? Because we were trying naturally. But in the back of my mind, I knew that after a natural cycle after an IVF cycle can be really long, and it was for me. So, um, but it added to the whole thing. Like it's just exhausting every time you're like, oh, am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? And you're not. And so, I think. Sorry, I'm just adjusting here. So I think after that November experience, I really lost hope for anything but implantation working. But we had decided to do another round of, or a round of IUI with this fertility doctor because I hadn't finished my dissertation yet and I didn't want to implant until I could be really calm, basically finish with my PhD. So instead of doing nothing, we thought that IUI at least was something, but I really had I like no faith that it was going to work. So on December 3rd, we went in. Oh, plus the doctor, since we're doing IUI, the first 3 times I did IUI before going to IVF, it was on 50 milligrams of Clomid, but this time my doctor prescribed me 100 milligrams. And the first 3 times I did not react well to the Clomid. I was moody, uncomfortable. Like I think I had like the headaches and it's just Clomid sucks. And this time it was with this doctor put me on 100 milligrams, and it was so much worse. It was like 3 times worse. I got super, super bloated as if I was injecting, like as it got close to the date, I like couldn't sit comfortably because my ovaries were so big, and I was really uncomfortable. And of course with IUI, you're supposed to like try naturally as well up until like I think 2 days before the actual IUI. And we were using ovulation predictors or kits. So anyway, and we couldn't even do the deed because I was so sore, like it hurt so badly. So sorry TMI, but it was pretty intense. So on December 3rd, we had the IUI, and then the nurse was like, "Here's your slip to come in for 2 weeks for a blood test." And I was like, "What?" I don't know. I just was kind of like, "This isn't gonna work. This is stupid." I'm like only doing this because I can't not do anything, but I'm literally just biding time until we're ready to implant because clearly that's the only thing that's going to work for us. So when 2 weeks for my 2-week appointment, I was actually going to be away. My husband and I are visiting family for the holidays. So she gave me a slip, which I didn't bring with me because I was like, this is clearly not going to work. So that was that. So exactly a week after the IUI, I started to get cramping. And I was like, oh, here comes my period. Although it's really rare for me to have cramping that early. But I just thought with the IUI and the Clomid, everything was wacky. So I just played it up to that. And then we traveled the Tuesday after, so about 10 days or almost 2 weeks after the IUI, and we flew to our destination. And flying always makes me really bloated. I don't know why. It's like the pressure change or something. So I was really bloated for like 3 days after travel and cramping. And then, so we traveled on Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning I woke up and I had spotting. So I was like, here we go. Another freaking cycle down. And then there's also part of me that was like, but you knew this wasn't going to work. So whatever. And I was just done. I was like, whatever. I don't even know if I can do another IUI. Like, I'm so done with this whole process. A couple of you girls kind of took a break from the whole YouTube fertility thing, which I totally respect because I was right behind you. So I started spotting on Wednesday morning. And then on Friday, we were going to go do some wine tasting, but I thought, well, I'm taking a pregnancy test in the morning. And if if it doesn't show positive, then I'm drinking because I'm sick of this whole 2-week wait thing that I'm never pregnant and I'm not drinking for 2 weeks and we're going to this wine tasting and it sucks. And it was positive. It worked. I'm totally pregnant. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I am pregnant. I freaked out. We were at my mom's house, which was super special. It was 6 a.m. I woke up because I had to pee. And I started screaming and crying. And my husband knew right away what was going on because he knew I was going to test in the morning because we were going wine tasting. And he was just so excited. And then I ran into my mom's room and I scared the crap out of her because I was just like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And she was like, what? She thought something was really wrong. And I told her and she started crying because she's been with me through this whole journey. And it was really insane. It was insane. And I'm going to tell you guys all about my journey since that day, like from that morning on, in the next video. But I am pregnant, and I know for some of you it's really hard to hear another person get pregnant when you're not, because I was there. And I know you're happy for me, but I know how much it hurts. So I'm so sorry. But I have to tell you that I never thought it would be me. I just never thought it would be me. And like 1 minute I wasn't pregnant and I was pissed and I'm frustrated and tore down. And then literally a split second later, I was pregnant. And it happened. And it was amazing. And it was me. It was me screaming and yelling and happy. When you're in the thick of it, I feel like at least I felt like it was never going to end. So it was so, every time it didn't work, you're like, oh my God, I have to do this. How much longer am I going to have to do this? But then when it happens, you're like, oh my God, it just happened. Like all that misery just like poof went away because it worked. Of course, there's some fear in there that, because it's so early. But oh my God, it's amazing. It's so amazing. So anyway, so I'm going to stop this video now, and then I'm going to record a next video and tell you all about my experience testing and what it's been like for the past 10 days or so that I know that I'm pregnant. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you in just a few minutes.